What brought us together was a conflict. We were united by a particular...
You had a common enemy.
Enemy, exactly.
We were never friends.
So what is she also right in saying that you guys were united because you had a common enemy?
If only without being biased and sentimental that we are going to certainly tell ourselves the truth. This ganging up against Chichi did not commence today. Only just day 4 in the ongoing Big Brother Naija Season 7 reunion show, it has been all ganging up against Chichi. I will list my instance. First, when Deji actually mentioned what he said to Chichi, the way everybody even laughed. And Chichi also made mention while she was analyzing whatever transpired between she and Deji during their trip to South Africa. She said that when they had that fight, that every housemate actually diverted to Deji, that it was only AMAKA that actually came to her and was asking her, I hope sure that you are okay. And now, let me just play it back to you. Do we all remember the week 9 before the end of the Big Brother Naija Season 7 level up? That was during the week that Chichi was the head of the house. They all ganged up against Chichi. There was a particular time, PHYNA, Rachel, Bella, CHEGGZ, they were all in the red room. Even Daniela was there, Brian was there, but Daniela and Brian did not even comment. They were just saying all bad things are about Chichi. Chichi was heading into the head of the house room, and she was about to just even attack them. She was going at the door of that head of the house. She wanted to go and ask them, wait till I do now. All I want to talk about it like I am not even existing, or like I have been evicted from this show. And one voice was like, just leave them, go. Later, she had a conversation with Brian while she was telling Brian everything that actually happened. And let me also chip in that they also planned during that week that Chichi was the head of the house. They refused to come out for them to prepare for their weekly wager tax. Hence, they lost that wager tax. They mentioned that Chichi did not win that wager tax as the head of the house. She lamented all this thing while she was having a conversation with Brian. Shebi show has ended. Wait till Chichi can't do Una again. Definitely, I'm going to unpack all these happenstance. But first and first, let me quickly tell you guys that Deji has apologized. In the light of the recent episode of the reunion that was just aired, I realized some of my shortcomings, and I will start by tendering my heartfelt apology to you, Chichi. I acknowledge that I failed to clearly express my lack of interest in pursuing a serious relationship with you during the show, and I take full responsibility for it. After the show, we made an effort to work things out, but unfortunately, we discovered that there are no chemistry between us to sustain a romantic relationship, amongst other reasons. In the midst of all the misunderstandings, I genuinely cared for you and showed that in the best possible way I could. I know some things might have come out hurtful along the way, but that was never my intention, although some statements were said about me that are untrue. However, I understand that we cannot control how people react in certain situations. In a nutshell, I am sorry. My intention was never to lead you on and to disrespect you in any way. Deji, my guy, I just have to applaud you for coming out boldly to tender your unreserved apology. Thank you so much for manning up and also explaining everything you just need to explain while you are tendering your apology. Oh yeah, go and sing no more. But while you are just finding yourself in any fresh relationship, I beg you, make you not try to make the woman feel like she actually had a therapist. And this is me also tendering my own apology for not giving you guys the analysis and the happenstance of what happened on the day 3 of the ongoing Big Brother Naija Season 7 Level Up reunion. I was so emotional that my emotions were bottled up and they were already choking me on my neck, that if I decided to sit before my camera, is that I'm going to rain insults on Deji, or I might just even cry before the camera. Hence, I just decided to go to bed while I murmured until I fall into deep sleep. Now, let's just focus on exactly what happened last night. Or before I do that, let me quickly say welcome to the day 4. Or rather, let me just put it this way, the continuation, if not the extension of the day 4 of the ongoing Big Brother Naija Season 7 Level Up reunion show. In summary, I just have to say that Chomzy did not even do right by even saying that Chichi actually used her dead parents as a strategy. And I have to insist that PHYNA is still wicked, PHYNA is still ras, PHYNA is still uncut, and PHYNA does not even mime or even think her words. She just opened her mouth and keep on saying it. And to Chichi, all I have to say is this: I will stand with you between the heaven and earth, and I will tell you who you are. Chichi, you are a queen, and just like you call yourself, you are the trophy girl. Just take your crown. And now, for those of you that have been saying that yes, Chichi also insulted the other housemates, now let me just even unpack all these things for you. Why Deji was asked a question by Ebuka. Deji actually addressed Doyin and now called Chichi, the other girl. When it was time for Chichi to reply Deji, she even called Deji name. I was like, no, I'm going to call you your name. I'm not going to just even say the things that you say. If you watch, it was after Deji even insulted Chichi that Chichi insulted back. Chichi will just allow you to say your own. And when it's for her to just even reply, she will give you back your boost. So from every buzz you give to Chichi, Chichi is definitely going to return it to boost. Now, another instance is when Ebuka asked Rachel exactly what is happening between Rachel and Chichi. Rachel calmly explained what actually transpired, and she also made mention that they are not friends. And when Chichi was asked again, you and Rachel, what happened to your friendship? Chichi calmly also explained exactly what happened. Chichi admitted that she was never friends with Rachel, and Rachel also admitted that she was never friends with Chichi. In all of this, their explanation, nobody insulted anybody, nobody called anybody name, and that was when they now did the commercial break. Then after the commercial break, it was when Ebuka asked PHYNA what was happening. It may seem as though that PHYNA was just this kind of person that was waiting for this opportunity for her to just unleash everything that she has already written down like a script. She has gone to memorize it. Maybe she has even gone to the studio to sing it. But this time around, she did not sing out the words. Rather, was she even rapping it or was just even saying it? And that was how she was like, yes, I took Chichi as my sister because she looks like my younger sister. Then tell us what happened.
My younger sister, like, I'm not trying to go age-wise because I know Chichi is older than almost everybody. Chichi is about 33 years old.
Oh, wow. My mom!
The next thing, you just flip it over. And Chichi actually is not even my younger sister's age. Everybody here knows that Chichi is 33 years old. Chichi is, Chichi was like, oh yeah, now tell me my age, shebi you be my mother. Then you went on and start saying all those vile words to Chichi. And now, you are coming out to come and tell us that they actually did a cut and join. So excuse me, where was the cut and join happen? Why did they cut? Is it when Ebuka asked you the question or when you started replying Chichi? Because when you now started replying, the way Ebuka reacted was like, this I just a mere question, it's not a bit answer. Why are you even saying all those things? And that was when Chichi now started replying PHYNA. PHYNA went on and on, just like I have been explaining, and Chichi was there also replying her. Remember that PHYNA actually made mention of whatever we saw during that Big Brother Bbnaija 7 level up, where Deji and Chichi were actually lying on one of the sofa in the lounge. Yes, something actually happened while they were under the duvet. And there was also another video clip of when they moved to the toilet. PHYNA insulted Chichi with that she did whatever she did with Deji while they were lying on that sofa, and they also moved to the toilet, and Chichi was even begging for more. And that was when Chichi now replied PHYNA and was like, says a woman that was even struggling or almost RAPE a man on the show. So PHYNA was the one that said first to Chichi, then Chichi even have to reply. And why all those banters were going on, and that was when Rachel now chipped in. I was like, I think okay, it was when Chichi and Chomzi were also fighting. Remember that they were just even talking about Chichi saying that she was angry with Chomzi, saying that she used her dead parents as a strategy. And she now started explaining. And in her explanation, she also made mention that she actually has feelings. She can't stop speaking about her dead parents. And Chomzi was like, you that actually has feelings, where is Deji? To me, waiting when they involve Deji for this narration now. And that was how Chichi now replied Chomzi and told her, you have been sleeping with almost all the comedians in the comedy industry. And we all know, like I keep on saying, these are all my instances. If we insult Chichi, Chichi will come back to you. And even when Rachel now chipped in, trying to support Chomzi, trying to gang up with Chomzi.
I'm not talking to you.
And while Chichi and Rachel were having this particular banter, PHYNA was seen laughing out loud in the redness of her own tone. It was even when Ilebaye chipped in. I was like, Ilebaye, from where to where, Kwana? How you can't involve? Abi, you want also gang up against Chichi. And now it is time for PHYNA to also talk her own. PHYNA actually came prepared. Then she now opened her mouth and was saying everything she needed to say to Chichi, because she felt that this is the only opportunity she has to say to Chichi. And she just felt that at the end of of it, it's going to be this kind of the emperor, the conqueror, the champion is here. But at the end of it all, it now backfired. And instead of Madame to apologize and even said, okay, this one and that one, no, she's now dragging, she's now blasting, she's now accusing, and he's saying that she's not exposing multi-choice. She's now saying it is court and join. And the question is this: had it been this particular clip was not aired, or had it been that people did not come for PHYNA, would she has even cried out saying that this is court and join story? Oh well, the show is still on. Now let's see exactly what's going to happen at the end of the show. Maybe they go still show everything. Maybe even if multi-choice did not want to show, as soon as they drag them, everything will be just displayed. So let everybody get ready to defend their favorite. So as for me, I am out. This is the first time ever you are coming across my channel. Please do not leave without publicly promoting and publicizing my channel by simply clicking on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel, and also do endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button for you not to miss out once I upload any continuation of the analysis of the ongoing Big Brother Naija Season 7 reunion show. Wondering how I just switched from video to audio? Well, while I was at Seto, now so NEPA being a PHCN interrupted their light, as if increasing the tariff is not even enough. Now so they don't carry their light to just see if they can just stop my shine. Well, tariff or no tariff, light or no light, if Vista must survive. Just like Papa said, government or no government, HRKK must survive. Oh yeah now, bye-bye.